Hi, everyone. My name is Rick Dwyer. I'm the CEO and co-founder of LiquidMining, a Bitcoin mining company located in Pontiac, Michigan. Today's topic is going to be the Bitcoin halving. It's a very unique aspect of Bitcoin, and it's one of the reasons that Bitcoin is considered deflationary. So we talked in previous videos about the issuance of currencies. In fact, in the US, a dollar issued in 1913 is worth the equivalent of about 2 cents today in 2023. Another way of looking at that, it would take you $50 of 2023 dollars just to equal a 1913 dollar. Now, that is due to the erosive effects of inflation. You can feel like you're earning more money, but not necessarily benefit from that because prices all around you are going up. Now, one of the really interesting things about inflation is that it's very beneficial to the government because any debt that they took out previously, they can literally inflate away because it has a much lower value and can use deflated dollars, or I should say inflated dollars, where the value is dramatically lower to pay off a pre-existing debt. Well, Satoshi Nakamoto wanted a currency that was available through Bitcoin so that it wasn't ruined by the over issuance of the currency or the erosive effects of inflation. So how does he do that? How did he design it? Well, it's called the halving schedule. So every 4 years, the amount of Bitcoin being issued daily drops. And or I should say the block reward that's earned every 10 minutes drops. So initially when Bitcoin was launched in 2009, every block reward consisted of 50 Bitcoin. 4 years later, that was dropped from 50 to 25, once again cut in half. In 2016, it dropped in half again to 12 and a half. And in 2020, the most recent halving, it dropped from 12 and a half to 6 and a quarter, where we are today. However, in 2024, the next halving will happen and the amount of Bitcoin being issued will drop to 3 and 3.125. And that will continue. That halving will happen every 4 years until the last Bitcoin is actually mined, which will be in the year 2140. So what is the benefit of having the amount of Bitcoin being issued dropping in half? Well, as we talked about previously in other videos, the amount of adoption of Bitcoin is growing. So we have an adoption curve that's going up, yet we have a supply side that's going down because the amount of Bitcoin that gets issued drops in half every 4 years. So that puts pressure on the supply and demand side of the curve. As demand goes up and supply goes down, you have more people chasing a scarcer asset, which would put upward pressure on the price of that asset, in this case, Bitcoin specifically. So Bitcoin is considered deflationary because the amount of Bitcoin issued drops in half every 4 years, making less and less available. However, adoption continues to grow, and therefore we should see the price of Bitcoin not only increase over time as adoption increases, but we shouldn't see the erosive effects of inflation as adoption continues to increase across the world. I hope that explains and you understand what halving is. It's a predefined mechanism of Bitcoin where every 4 years, the amount of Bitcoin that's being issued drops in half. That's it for now. We'll see you on the next video.